showtime.
Fire and water, earth and the sky. Mystery surround us, legends never die. They live for the moment, lost in time. I can hear them call, they're locked within the crystal ball.
Hey everybody, it's the D-Rock 100 and welcome back to more of Pokemon Moon. Last time, we went through almost the entirety of the island. We had a couple of evolutions, crap ton of bios. Trust me, it pales in comparison to what we're going to see later on. Oh, you'll see. And this time, we're going to be taking on the battle with the island Kahuna. But before we do this, maybe what are we doing back here? Well, you probably remember this guy. You already caught more than 10 species of Pokemon. Then show me. Oh, yes, this is perfect. It's all the data that I needed. Thank you. Here, why don't you take this as a little thank you for helping me out. 10 Ultra Balls. I'm really grateful for your assistance, my sensible young trainer. Look forward to seeing what a promising young go-getter like yourself gets up to. I've been meaning to show that off for a while, but I never really had the opportunity to really do it because we were kind of caught up with other things. So anyway, now that we've gotten that out of the way, let us return back into Iki Town for our grand trial. But before we do so, I would like to quickly talk about the 3 evolution Pokemon from the starters that I said I would hold off until in this episode. And we'll get that out of the way. First up, Dartex. Honestly, not a whole lot changes. This grass flying type Pokemon really goes in and really starts to go into more of what it's really capable of for something you'll be seeing a little while later. But like I said, not a whole lot changes. It's just because of a bit of a more powerful of a Rufflet. Excuse me, Rowlet. This is the part where it starts to learn some really good flying type moves, and I think we're actually on the verge of having it and learn some ghost type moves. In fact, once it evolves into its next evolution, which I'll talk about later, it gets a whole lot better from there. But I've been kind of dreading this one a little bit, because for someone who's used to this on his team for like the very first playthrough of Moon, it kind of falls behind on the rest of the class. But I'm not saying that it's useless. I just kind of feel like it just kind of lacks some of the moves in it that I would normally learn at a very good level. Next up, Torracat, the evolution of Litten. This thing really starts living up into his reputation. And my oh my, does this ferocious kitty know how to leap in and get some hits in. This is the part where it starts to learn some dark type moves and it'll actually complement it a whole lot better on how you want to use them. But if you can get this thing up to its next evolution, which like I said, I'll talk about later, this thing is going to hurt. For someone who's used this in his first playthrough of Sun, holy crap! And finally, Brionne. What could possibly be said about this thing that hasn't already been said? It's going to remain as a pure water type until its next evolution when it becomes a part fairy type. But honestly, like I mentioned from the past, not a whole lot changes. It just becomes a more powerful and definitely a more powerful Popplio. I guess we're starting to see more of its pop and beauty side, if you want to call it that. If you can get past the fact that it does learn some fairy type moves at this point, but it hasn't quite become a part fairy type as of yet, give it a chance. You might find it's going to be a really good Pokemon nonetheless. Okay, even though that was a kind of bland coming from me, I've just been running out of time for this part, so I'm going to get into this as quickly as I can. Looking forward to see what moves that you and your Pokemon will pour your soul into. Now that you've gone and cleared your first trial, Derek. It's true. I'm not a trainer, so I'm not so I'm sure I don't really understand how hard it must have been. But even I think it's a great achievement. The Melemele Kahuna is strong, cousin. He's a trainer who can use fighting-type Pokemon to the fullest. Yeah! Might not be a bad idea to work on those flying or psychic-type moves. There we got one of them, so yeah, we're good. Should I meet up with Kahuna Ala? I guess he's around Iki Town somewhere. He's right in front of us! Where have you been? So I'm gonna have to think about this for a moment. Oh wait, no I really don't. Congratulations on clearing your trial in that Vernon Cavern! Good work! I suppose you're here to battle the Kahuna? You think you and Butterfree are ready for me, Derek? Definitely. I've been waiting for this. I've been expecting you. Allow me to probably greet the young adventurers embarking on their island challenge. I am Allah, the Kahuna of Melemele Island. Shall we begin? The final trial here on Melemele Island will be a Pokemon battle against me, the Kahuna. It is known as the Grand Trial. Well, Derek, you have been entrusted with the sparkling stone by Tapu Koko. Now show me you and your partner Butterfree and your team's full power. Oh, all I hear is also be going all out. Let the grand trial begin! The Island Kahuna. Allah. It's no pushover! You're about to find out real quickly. His first Pokemon, Mankey, level 14, pure fighting type, Anger Point for the ability, so don't give this thing any hit flinches or critical hits of any kind. Almost a critical hits, but I think you get the point. Karate Chop, Focus Energy, and Pursuit. Kind of an interesting moveset to give a Mankey. Alright. Knew I had a gust move around here. But yeah, honestly, even though they said that this guy's no pushover, he's actually not that hard. Yungus is a level 15, very, very nice. Alright, next up. Makuhita, level 14, fighting type, thick bat for the ability, fake out, sand attack, and arm thrust. Honestly, this is not a bad Makuhita. In fact, I'm gonna come out and say this right now. Be ready to meet up with many trainers that doesn't even have a full move set, especially on bosses. Why is it like that? I have no idea. Arm thrust. I was about to say, you done there, pal? Now how about I peck you in the chest? Aww. You won't find any gumbo around here, buddy. Alright, what do we got? Monster's level 17. Been meaning to put that thing into the box. That's alright. Not gonna matter much because his last Pokemon, Crabro, level 15, pure fighting type, Iron Fist for the building, holding the Fighting Z. Power Up Punch, Pursuit, and Leer. We're about to get an idea for what to expect with the Fighting Z right now. This thing doesn't look mad at all. All out pummeling. I should have been laughing at that, but I just find that to be so funny. Crud. Well, Good thing in that it's only a one-time hit use per battle. Right. Magnus level 15, very, very good. Whoa! Well played! The results should come as no surprise to me. What a fine trainer and what fine Pokemon too! Huh! And our mighty Tapu Koko agrees! Perhaps Tapu Koko's hoping that a day may come when you will grow strong enough to battle it as well! Except the Sea Crystal. It allows trainers to share their power with their partner Pokemon. Grand Trial complete! Observe, Derek. If you wish to use the fighting type Z power, move your arm like this. Then bend your hips like this and pose. Know that, Derek? With this victory, you have cleared all the trials of Melemele Island, the first of Alola's islands. The Mele stamp is proof of your accomplishment. With it, Pokemon up to level 35 English received in a trade will obey you. The moon in the daytime, the sun at night. Now to see if you can pour your heart into something that cannot be seen but is very much real. As you continue on your island challenge, consider what makes up the people and Pokemon that you meet. Both of what you can see and what you cannot. You will surely meet Tapu Koko again someday. I'd say about another 40, 50 some episodes. Uh-oh. Whoa there, Tauros! I've got an idea. How about I set you up so you can ride my Tauros whenever you'd like? The reason why he shouldn't get so enjoying the island challenge too. I'll take care of all the little things you'll need in order to ride a Pokemon, Derek. The Ride Pager! What did hop on there? The world looks a bit different from on top of Mighty Tauros, eh? See, Derek? See, Derek? Here in the lore, our Pokemon lend us their strength and let us ride on about them. Explain some of the gear I gave you. Your Ride Pager is a tool that lets you summon a Ride Pokemon. According to the instructions, you need only press the Y button to turn your Ride Pager. Use the B button to dash. And your riding wear will be the special outfit you wear when riding Pokemon. Have a little romp around Lola with Tauros here. I'm sure you'll be charmed by him. When you use the Ride Pager, Ride Pokemon will kindly come running to help you whenever you may be. Congratulations, Derek. I hope you find your Ride Pager useful. I worked on development with a friend of mine. I'm amazed that you won without even using the Z power. Let's have a Pokemon battle when next we meet. Very well then, off on your island challenge you go. May the future bring you happiness! Alright, Derek. With a little help from Tauros, you can smash a ride through those big routes on Route 1. Alright, I got a little something for you too. Ah, crap. Why did I give Coco away his voice? False Swipe is a move that will leave your opponent with 1 HP when you attack. Keep on catching more and more Pokemon. Yeah, and tell Rotom all about it. But first, you gotta go let your mom know what you're up to. When you're done with that, head on down to the marina in Howie City. Oh yeah! Alright, time to get the boat ready. Lily, you gonna help me clean it? I actually wanted to ask a favor of you first, Derek. If that's alright. Sure. You see, its real home is far away from here, and I want to help it get home. It's like I told you before, Nibby saved my life once when I was in trouble. Now I want to save it. I feel like there's not much I could do on my own, since I'm not a Pokemon trainer. But if I had a real trainer like you helping me, then maybe, Derek. But I probably shouldn't ask a near stranger to help, right? I know it's just my own wish and has nothing to do with you. Of course I'll help! Oh, thank you so much, I'm so glad. I really didn't know what else to do. Then I suppose the two of us will be heading into the next island as well. Alright. This is going to be a whole new experience. Oh yeah. So, remember when I said that HMs no longer exist in this game? Well, guess what? I ain't lying. Watch this. If I can find the right location to do this at. There we go. This is a rock smash. Oh boy, I'm gonna love this. Oh wait, I already have! Ha! I should take this time to mention that for some of these rocks, you could potentially find rare items in the rubble. Sadly not this nugget though, because it was an obtainable item from the start. Alright. So now that we got that taken care of, I think right around here... Wait. My Pokemon are healed? Did they heal my Pokemon afterwards? Maybe I should try to sort out my items first. Nice. Out here! In this particular location on Route 1 after we got in Tauros, we have 5 new Pokemon here that we can find out here out in the grassy areas. And we're actually going to finally start getting into more SOS Pokemon encounters. And oh boy, a couple of these are something I really do want to talk about. First up, Barnsley and its evolution of Sudowoodo. Barnsley and Sudowoodo are pure rock type Pokemon. I know, I thought at first that it was a partner of grass type. But anyway, Sudowoodo can be found through SOS battles, so with Barnsley. And honestly, you can actually do some good use out of this. The only real gripe that I have with it is that it's slow, and many of the moves that it learns are very strange. In fact, to evolve a Barnsley into a Sudowoodo, it needs to learn the move Mimic. It's not bad, but quite frankly, you could do worse with this. I like this thing more than most people. Also through SOS battles with Barnsley is pretty rare, but if you can find one, Happiny! This is a pure normal type that, quite frankly, I kind of wonder why this thing isn't even a bath toy. Never again. Anyway, while it does have some of the lowest speeds that you'll find, this thing makes it up for having such a crap ton of HP. And of course, to evolve it, you'll need it to have, I think it's having an Ovostone give it to it, I think it is. And I don't really remember, but I never really used this thing to really care much about it. But that doesn't mean that it's useless. If you want one, I recommend that you keep this thing in your party and not usually in battles because it has some pretty lackluster attack and special attack stats. In fact, later on it even becomes a really good special wall, but any kind of physical attack, such as any fighting type moves on this thing, it's going down. Next up, and oh boy, have I been waiting to talk about this little guy! Munchlax! This is a pure normal type that while it may have some of the, maybe type of having the lowest speed stat of them all, which is 5, which I actually know this by heart, it makes it up in many, many good ways. If you want a wall, this is your guy. It has some great HP to boot. It has some amazingly good HP. And plus, sometimes it can even holding a very good item called the Leftovers, which I just found out. However, as if that wasn't enough, in SOS battles only, you could potentially find its evolution of Snorlax. I am not kidding. Snorlax, to me, needs no introduction. This thing is a great normal hit type Pokemon. It's great for taking hits, and not much else really needs to be said about this big guy. In fact, I actually thought about it for a little bit, and yes, I have decided. Munchlax is the next member of my team. I never used one before, and now it's getting its chance to shine. So, if you want one, it's right here, and it's a very good Pokemon when used correctly. So what I'm actually kind of hoping for, if it's going to call in for an SOS. Doesn't look like that's not going to be the case, but I'm going to have some good wish fulfillments. There is an item that we will potentially buy pretty soon, and that will actually make it to get more, have a better chance of getting into SOS helps. And holy crap, this thing is annoying with those Leftovers. But don't get the wrong idea. Leftovers are probably one of the best items in the game. Even though the store is about, I think, like an eighth of its HP, 16 at the very least, it can be a good thing to have. So yes, I thought about it, and I'm going to be going with myself. A Munchlax! And if you guys thinking that we're going to be done on this island, oh, you... Not even close. I will give you a nickname. I'm going to name you... Derpy. I am going to add it to my party, and at long last, Macho can finally go. Yeah, I'll place that in my bag. Yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed that it hasn't given us the chance to have a potential call-in for that Snorlax. Because, yes, you could potentially find a Snorlax in SOS battles. Alright. So we saw it has Tackle, has Defense Scroll, and has Amnesia. Very good right off the bat. But is that all that it has? Well, let's take a look. And hey, I actually have a little cheat sheet right here. Assuming this thing doesn't want to freeze up on me. Oh, you have pickup for the ability. Interesting. Oh right, Odor Sleuth. Ugh. Quick to flee. That is... Well, I'll be a son of a gun and call him to me a Mankey's uncle. Prioritizes in speed! Sweet! Wait, what's your nature? Sassy nature. That's plus special defense minus speed, I think that's how it is. Maybe I should have that cheat sheet up as well. But, you know what? It's all good. I'm actually kind of satisfied with this one. So, as I was saying from before, now that we got access into Tauros riding, we are actually not quite done here with Melemele Island because we actually have a couple locations that are now accessible to us. Might as well swing by our home. Alright. Sorry, Tauros. You're doing great, Derek. You cleared the Melemele Grand Trial, right? I think Akala Island is up next. If you want to go there, maybe the marina in Howard has a ship. Oh yeah, and did you check out Lieutenant Karen Hill near the Pokemon Research Lab? Heard that there are rare Pokemon there. Interesting in that you're pointing that out, because guess what? We're actually going to be going there next time. Not in this episode, but we are definitely going to be checking that place out. So let's come over here. So with that said and done, I think we're going to go ahead and end things off from right here. Next time on Pokemon Move, we're off to Terran Cavern Hill and see what kind of fun stuff we're going to be seeing in there, and maybe even meeting a new friend. I don't know. You tell me. See you guys then.